Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am Elmeron, and this is my Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions Let's Play. Episode 4. Last time. What did we do last time? Shoot, gave me that note. Does that mean that it didn't save something? Last time we met Argith, this guy, at the Mandalia Plains. Yeah, it didn't save this. I swear I saved it. Finicky. Oops. There it is. Just bump the sound button. Too much. There we go. That's better. Right, so. That's right. You need to have your broadsword, not the longsword, because I don't want you to have that. And I'm taking away your boots. Instead, Rack gets the... wrong one. Still getting used to things. Also, I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. So apologies. Rack gets the longsword. Cold Run gets the boots. And now Cold Run has a move of 4, which matches everybody else instead of being lagging behind. So that's good. So yeah, met this Argith guy, found out that the Marquis of Limberry was kidnapped by the Corpse Brigade, and we're heading off to Eagrose to see if we can get the Order of the Northern Sky to help out in a rescue attempt. Eagrose Castle is the next spot. I hear you were decorated for your first victory, Ramza. They sing your praise from on high. You do honor to our name, my brother, and to me. I am glad. Oh, you would not seem it. I am... Forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you. No doubt word has already reached you, but the Marquis de Limberry's carriage was waylaid, and the Marquis taken. What have you a mind to do? I have already asked Zalbog to dispatch a squad in pursuit. These brigands must eventually come forth to demand ransom. That is, assuming the Marquis yet lives. I beg of you, Lord Beowulf, lend me 100 men that I might hunt the Horsens down. Please, my lord, grant me means to avenge my fallen friends. Mayhaps your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched. You are not a man of Gallium. Leave her affairs to those of us who are. But, my lord, do not assume to beg favors of me. Let me remind you, Argith, lest you forget your place. You are but another sword, not even yet knighted. Sulk. The two of you will remain here at Eagrose and serve among the castle guard. You needn't worry. Danger is not like to visit these walls. My own house was once respected as highly as House Beowulf, you know. At least, until my grandfather was captured during the war. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends. But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out their gate when the dagger found his back. Killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I. One of the men he betrayed later escaped and spread word of his misdeeds. My lord father would have none of it, of course, but he was the only one. Our bannermen deserted us, our reputation ruined. I suppose I had best remember my place. Your lord brother has no reason to lend ears to pleas from the likes of me. Dalida! Tietra! Alma! Zalbag! Ramza, you've come home! It's been some time, hasn't it, Zalbag? I heard about Garland. They say you made short work of those bandits. Now, you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud. Thank you, Lord Brother. Ha! You certainly haven't changed. Gods forbid you show a bit of cheer on being praised. And you, Delita, do not think word of your deeds escapes our ears. Your sister's been so full of pride I quite feared she might burst. Worry not, my seams have held. I'm glad to see you looking so well, Delita. And I you. Have you settled in at school? Yes, the others have all been quite kind to me. Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves. I understand. Good luck. We received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade. What? Something about it sits unwell with me. They are anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy. But they fancy themselves righteous and prey only on the nobility and those in our employ. Would such as they truly kidnap the Marquis for want of coin? Why wouldn't they? They're not but common footpads. One of the men I planted among them has not returned. I worry he may be caught up in something serious, but there are those who do not think some mere spy worth the search party's efforts. Where was he last known to be? A merchant city named Dorder in eastern Gallion. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Wouldn't you agree? Forgive us, Tietra. It seems we must be leaving sooner than we had planned. Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself. I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you've even noticed I'm gone. Let's be on our way. Tietra puts on a brave face, but the truth is not as honeyed as her words. What do you mean? She has a hard time of it at school. The others tease her for being lowborn. Forgive me, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sure you have worries enough of your own. Tietra will be all right. I'm here to look after her. And there is naught to worry about. But you mind your own limits. You can't be responsible for everything. Says the brother who never fails to do any and all that is expected of him. Don't lose sight of yourself, Ramza. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact you were born a Beowulf. Now you're starting to sound like Mother. Ramza. Convenient breeze. Alright. So the red areas are new areas. It's a little hard to tell, but so Mandalia Plains is the next one down, and it's slightly smaller than the one I'm standing at. You can't see that. Then the one Garland where we started. So the bigger ones are cities, towns where we can go, and the smaller ones are just locations we're traveling through. The green means that there's a chance to get a random encounter there. Blue places are towns you generally don't get. Generally. I don't think you ever get random encounters there. Only if they turn red will you have encounters with enemies. But there's no guarantee that so you might walk through the plains and be fine, or you might walk through the plains and get stopped by a random encounter. So, no way to know. That said, my favorite way to farm is to walk back and forth between Eagrose and Garland, passing through Mandalia Plains, and just get into as many fights as I can. So, no new rumors. I don't remember when the new rumors show up, but that's okay. Reading the ones last time, even though the audio didn't record, was a little bit much. What do we got for sale? Mithril knives. Well, our chemist has one. Long swords. That's good. Bow guns. Ooh, and shields. I don't think the squires can take shields. And, ooh, we've got, what's that? That's a helm. Oh yeah, it tells you who can equip it, so knights, dragoons, and samurai. And now that I think about it, those are the jobs. Almost all of them. All of the regular ones. There are a pair that they added for this version of the game that are not listed here, but they're more difficult to unlock. And I definitely will on somebody, but not for a while, obviously. This is armor, also for knights and dragoons and samurai. They're selling battle boots, but that's expensive. How am I on potions? I'm at 9. So, and then the Warriors Guild is, as it always is, where I recruit people. But so far, Cold Run and Rack are the only two who've offered to join, as far as I've noticed. So, let's see. Ramza. Try on. No, not try on. That's where I can try on individual items. Optimize. Just the longsword. So Ramza's going to stay a squire for a while. Done. Actually, let's go check out the squad. Okay, so probably what I'm going to do is 1 or 2 random encounters. Probably 1 on camera, and then I might do some more off camera, and I'll let you know about it later. But for random encounters, our guests, Delita and Argith, do not join us. They will only be there for the red dots with the story missions. So I don't necessarily need to upgrade them right now. But let's see. How was he doing? Oh, he's actually close. Close to the JP boost. I might leave him a squire for the next fight and then switch him over to knight. Argith. You're nowhere near it. I think I'm just going to make him another job to start with and not worry about it. Oh, I can't. He cannot actually be another job right now. Oh, that's right. That would make sense. He was dead for most of the last fight, so he didn't get any experience. Sorry, buddy. Rack. They have... Oh yeah, so it didn't save. They have JP boost. I think I'm not going to keep them as a squire. Maybe I'll turn them into a knight. Just so I have one. Let's see, if I don't have... 5 people on this can come out. 1, 2, 3, 4... So, probably I'll bring Orwin as well. So, Orwin and Demeta. How's Demeta doing? Keep hitting the wrong one. Demeta has not learned JP boost, so let's leave her a squire. And Cold Run has learned JP boost, but I want him to remain a chemist for a little bit longer. So, JP boost. JP boost. Ramza has learned JP boost, but I think the next thing I want to grab for him is move +1. These are all great, the action abilities here. Those will all be great to learn as he goes up, but I think first off, make it easier to get JP. Second off, increase his movement so that he can move even further and be more flexible on the field. That's what I'm thinking for Ramza. Orwin, yeah, we'll leave him a squire until he gets JP boost. Probably I'm not going to keep Orwin long term. He's okay. He's just a rando though, and also I want to put somebody else in his number 2. See, next to his name there's a blue circle and it says number 2. It says 02. That's his number. Rums 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. I want to have a special character there at some point. So, but for now, he's going to be our 5th. What did I say? Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna change Rack's job. I keep wanting to like swipe around, but it doesn't seem to work very well, so just tapping it seems to work better. So I'm gonna make Rack a knight. We don't have any armor right now, but now I can go to the outfitter and let's outfit Rack. So, okay, so here's the thing. The escutcheon is adding some of the evasion, plus 10 physical evasion, plus 3 magic evasion, and then the bronze helm and the linen cuirass are adding hit points. So the armor tends to add a lot of hit points in this game. So better armor means more hit points. And look, that's all of our money. Nevertheless. Although, actually, hang on. Shoot, I keep thinking of things after I leave the screen. I can sell these. And sell that. And I can sell that. Okay, so Ramza, we got the longsword for Ramza. Meta, let's give you a longsword. And Simon will just have to deal. Or Orwin. Okay, so, not going to progress the story any further. There's going to be a cutscene at some point when I leave a location, but I can't remember when it happens. So it might be now. But I'm going to try to do do just one random fight, and we'll see what the random encounters look like. Random encounter. Alright, so Ramza, Orwin, Cauldron, Demeta, and Rack. I found a way to... No, that's not what I want. Whatever. Let's go. I was about to be like, oh, I think the knights actually move slower than squires, which I guess because they're supposed to be heavily armored. But move for less distance. Speed and movement are two different things. So I guess when I'm talking about move slower, that I mean they don't move as far. But like if I say they are slower, that means they don't act as quickly. It's just it's in my head. So let's take a look around. We have this guy, who's a goblin, and a red panther. And that's it. They're being nice to me today. The random encounters, the level of the enemies will scale based on the highest level in your party. Oh goodness, look how much further he can move. I'm going to send you after the red panther. Meta. We're going to send you up this way as a flanker. Cold Run, you're going to take cover behind a rock. And Orwin has ended up on the wrong side of these two rocks, apparently. It's going to take me a while to get to the point where I remember how the starting locations work again on this map. This is the map I'm best at because this is where I do most of my grinding. You're going to be support for Ramza, but I'm not going to worry too much about you. Of course, my little flanking maneuver over there has turned into... My little flanking maneuver with the meta has turned into a straight-on fight, and Ramza and Orwin are now the flankers. Oh well. Wait. Ramza, you move so freaking fast. So freaking far. You know. My words. And... Okay, so Demeta can get right up there. Red Panther. So, oh yeah, so you can see they, Nemea, the Red Panther, can use Claw and Venom Fang. Venom Fang is the one that might poison you. They've got a better jump than we do. I was hoping it would show me how far they can move. Oh, actually, now I think about it. It shows me they can move 4 squares. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, so they, if I moved Demeta right up to the goblin, she could be hit by both of them. And probably would be. Am I worried about that? It might have the Red Panther turn their back on Rack. So this might be worth it anyway. Draw them out. Cold Run's behind you, you'll be fine. Counterattack. See, that's the thing. All monsters have counter. It's nasty. But that's okay, because we also need to get Cold Run some job points. I know, seems like a waste of the potion. At some point, I will be able to afford potions by the bucketful. Orwin, try to keep up. Oh, it went the other way. For the level 1 guy. Okay. Boo! Don't level up on my weaklings. 10 damage, that's not too bad. Sometimes the counter does less damage than the regular attack, but that seems to be about equal. Let's go over here. No, wait. You can't actually reach the goblin. Go over here and let's hit this panther. Yay, job level up. Fantastic. You don't really have a good option, so we're gonna... Oh my goodness, look how much damage he does if he hits. 77%. Yeah, 30 damage. Well done, Ramza. Ramza obviously has some fantastic physical attack power. Finish him off. Boom. What you circle around behind him. Do that. You're gonna be fine. He could do at most 20 damage before you can move again. And Cauldron, as I say, is right there, so... Cauldron! You want to hit something? Stab it. Or slash it. Whatever. Job level and... victory. I like that music. It's not quite as iconic as the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da of mainline Final Fantasy games, but I still quite enjoy it. So, didn't give us much, but it did give us enough to get another longsword. Let's see if it got anybody good enough on there. Job points. No. Not even close. I mean, we didn't do very much. There were only 2 enemies. You can, however, learn Antidote, and I'm going to have you do so. You want to go the magic route, so let's start learning some magic. As a chemist, Cauldron does not have very much MP. See, 10. So he'll be able to do maybe 1 spell in a battle. But... getting closer, but not quite there. And at this point in the game, I tend to prefer to have everybody have items as a secondary. So, parry is a reaction ability that has a chance to block a physical attack. Unlike pretty much every other action ability in the game, apparently parry is based on the percentage, so it says weapon R5 over 10%. I think it's based off of that percentage there instead of your brave, but it's still a chance. It's either that or the C evade. I'm not really sure, but still, there we go. You're even more defensive. Well played. Yeah, so Knight's movement is 3, like the chemists are, so a little bit slower, but... Alright. Let me save the game. Good. I don't want to lose what I just did again. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and call that for here. It's about half an hour episode, and I'm going to try not to go too much longer than that. You've seen how long these battles can take, so obviously sometimes I'll go longer, but if I can go a little bit shorter for a session, I will. And I'm probably going to grind up a little bit more money so I can buy longswords for people before I move on. But yeah, other than that, pretty much good, so forget how I end this. I say, I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a great day. Bye for now.